Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about the importance of exercise when it comes to ADHD. It's definitely something that I've found massively helpful throughout the past few years when my ADHD has been potentially at its worst, and having exercise in my life has definitely helped to tone down my symptoms. So I want to say a few bits on why that might be the case and how you might be able to implement it in your life as well. So let's jump straight in. So I want to start by giving you guys a few reasons why, if you don't have a regular exercise program in your life and you suffer with ADHD, why you need to put it in there ASAP, now, right this second. The first reason, number one, being that exercise releases neurotransmitters including norepinephrine and dopamine. I mentioned in a previous video how dopamine is one of the neurotransmitters that's actually much lower in people who suffer with ADHD, and this is a natural way of increasing your dopamine levels. And in effect, what this would do would mimic the effects of, say, stimulant medication like Elvance that I'm on. It's an easy way for you to increase your levels without having to take such drastic action, I suppose. A way that I can kind of describe the feeling post-workout that I get personally is it almost feels as though once I've finished a really good workout, it feels similar to the honeymoon phase that you get when you start a new medication or you increase the dosage that you're on. You get a real buzz and lift from the workout that it really does mimic that first week or 2 weeks that you're on the new medication dosage, and makes you feel as though everything's hunky-dory in your life. Reason number two, exercise helps me, and I'm sure it could help others, to not be such a nervous arsehole, to be quite honest with you. Exercise helps to balance the arousal center in the brain by regulating norepinephrine levels, which I mentioned just a minute ago. As a result of this, people who exercise regularly tend to be less prone to overreact or to startle easily. So for instance, I know in my case, if something's happened to me that might trigger me emotionally, I'll jump straight on it and I'll then ruminate on that thing for the next few hours. I can definitely tell if I've had a good workout, I'm way less likely to assume the worst in that sort of situation, potentially because my body has already been through a real struggle. My body and my mind has been through a real struggle, and I'm less prone to bite, I think is the best way to put it. Regular exercise also has been shown to make people, especially with ADHD, much less irritable, which I suppose is part and parcel of what I just mentioned. I can tell that that's the case post-gym, definitely. If I've been to the gym, which I'm now about to do, and I go home and say, for instance, something really small at home has happened that I would usually bite at, and it would trigger me and get me pissed off, I just don't seem to care as much, and I think that plays into the whole, you've kind of been through the struggle and it puts into perspective what you've been through and what you're going through now, and just makes it seem really menial. So that's a huge bonus for me, because I can be quite an irritable person. Reason number three for including a regular exercise program in your life, if you've got ADHD, is, and it's completely anecdotal, this one, but it is very true for me, and it comes down to how I feel post-exercise again. I use the example of like a dishcloth or something. So when I start my day, I feel as though my dishcloth is wet and full almost. When I can exercise, I wring that dishcloth out, and that's my body flushing out all the nervous, irritable energy in me, and it just soothes me and calms me down. Exercise also quiets my mind for hours after I've finished as well, because I think my mind was on overdrive whilst I was exercising. shouting at me saying, stop, you're gonna have a heart attack, your legs are gonna break, you're gonna end up injuring yourself. And all of these little ruminating thoughts are going through my head about why I need to stop now. And if I persist through that, I come out the other side much, much calmer. And the overdrive that I was in is now gone. And the last bit of anecdotal evidence, I suppose, for why I really like having an exercise routine in my life is the self-respect that you get from it as well. Once I've put in real effort in the gym, once I've put in a shift, I feel much less likely to self-criticize and have that negative self-talk, because I've put myself through it and come out the other side of it knowing that I have worked myself past the point that I usually would have done. I've gained a bit of momentum and, yeah, like I said, self-respect that I can do this thing, whatever it is that's standing in my way, I can push past it, despite my mind saying that I can't. As that voice gets much quieter in my head. So that's it for today's little video on exercise and ADHD. One final point, I don't think one style of exercise is better than another. I think do whatever you really enjoy doing. Fuck it, if you really enjoy chasing pigeons, go and chase those pigeons so hard. Yeah, just do what you enjoy doing and make sure that you're getting your heart rate up. That's about it, really. I hope everyone's doing well and you're all enjoying the sunshine. If you've got sunshine where you are, it does feel like we've had the longest winter in history. COVID and being inside won't have helped that, but yeah, I hope you're all doing really well. Like I said in the last video, I have made an email address, Ollie Ed Questions. If you've got any questions or anything, reach out on that email because I can reply to those a bit easier than YouTube comments. Had a couple of people message with some sort of long form messages that they want answered, and it just seems like a bit more of a personal way to get in contact with you guys. So if you want to, reach out on there. But anyway, that is it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.